Hello, it's Tom. Welcome to today's tips. Today we're going to be talking about an emerging technology, drone. We often hear about the drones from delivering packages to capturing special moments. Here at Knoll Events, the capturing special moments is what we're all about, and drones play a significant role in it. We use drones to not only feature specific happenings, but also to go in and document the spaces so that people can learn more about them. I'm here today with Ty, one of the Knoll Event team members, and he is a dedicated drone operator. Hey Ty.
Hey Tom, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
All right.
Great to have you here.
Thank you for letting us explain a little bit more of the technology as it pertains to folks that are not in our industry.
Great.
So thank you for your time.
Oh, my pleasure, my pleasure. So tell me a little bit about the drone technology and what's going on with it. It seems like something that's really gone from like 0 to 60 in the last 3 years.
Yeah, back 20 years ago, there were a lot of hobbyist guys that were putting together drones, UAV, basically RC airplanes and helicopters. As the technology has emerged and enhanced, it's not as expensive for folks to get into the hobby. And you don't really risk losing a $20,000 piece of equipment on a windy day. So now as you're getting more equipment that's more user-friendly, a younger generation has these things in their hands, it's really seeing that we can get some spectacular imagery from an elevated platform.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I've seen. I mean, some of the things you shot, I mean, within 30 seconds, you get full exposure of everything. I mean, from, I don't know how high up in the sky you guys go, but it's like full panoramic view all the way down into the particular sensitive moments.
Exactly.
It's really amazing.
You're exactly right. Basically, the equipment is now quiet enough for us to capture these intimate moments at a wedding or whatever your event is, what have you, as well as being able to give us a good vantage point ahead of time to see exactly where the placement of the groom and the bride or wherever, it gives us a really good, quick vantage point to be able to plan out these events, for our clients.
Fantastic. So what he's talking about is something that at Knoll Events we've been embracing, which is using the drones not only to capture the happenings, but using the drones to preview the spaces. So let's say you're having a beach wedding, and our drones will go off to the location that morning to make sure everything is looking good and all ready for the big happening to come. Now, depending whether or not you engage the drone to cover your event, that operator might stay all the way through and get that key vantage point to capture that moment from an eye in the sky kind of view. And it really offers a great way to not only capture moments, but to monitor spaces and to keep in touch with things, and as Ty mentioned, very efficiently and very effectively. So tell me a little bit about when you go in to cover a space, what is it that you look for? How do you go about picking out your shot?
Okay, so basically when we come onto a brand new site, we like to have a look around and make sure that we're looking at all obstructions, wind, any crowds of people, groups of people, things of that nature. And but basically we want to get just the ground level view of it before we take the UAV up. Once we take up the UAV, the drone, you get a whole different perspective. And it's very important to meld those two perspectives in together to have a safe, efficient flight.
Great. And you talked about some key things which I think are very relevant, and that's safety and regulations. How safe is the product, and as far as working with the parameters of the regulations, how are you able to get what you need to get done within it?
Yeah. So so basically the United States has been relatively slow on adapting the UAV, our drone apparatus, and for very good reason. There's definite threats out there that need to be counted upon before you launch anything into the national airspace system where you and I fly every day. So it's very important. It was very important for the FAA to put together practical steps that enables the enhancement and the growth of this industry, as well as melded into the safety apparatus already in place. So basically, a new set of rules has just come out from the FAA, allowing UAV operators to operate under certain circumstances, under certain altitudes, in locations. And once you basically have the requirements for that, then you can operate. As far as the safety of the actual units, the units that are on the market today are phenomenally safe. The reliability record is is unmatched by some manned aviation at this point. Some units will have parachute deployment systems just in case you have any system failure. A parachute will pop out, bring the unit straight safely down to the ground. From our safety standpoint, we try to not operate at all over any people. That's one of our safety aspects. We also have safety barriers that we monitor as well.
Great. And given the new regulations and the inherent rules of safety, does that hinder in any way, shape, or form your ability to capture these significant moments?
Only in very minute situations. The units that we operate are very accurate, very sensitive on their manipulation through the air. We can generally, the pilots that Knoll employs are pretty high standards, so we can generally get the shot that we need 99% of the time.
You just can't believe what the drones can come up with.
These things pick up, and it's so easy to pick up these perspectives and just highlight a whole location. Folks would have never thought of it before. Great opportunity for us.
Yeah, fantastic. You talk often about the bird's eye view.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so you basically, we can operate the craft. We actually operate it via first-person view. We can actually distribute that view out to other folks if they have certain credentials and through Knoll projects, and they can actually see what we're seeing on the ground. It gives them a really great perspective and a bird's eye view of the event that they're partaking in.
Yeah, this is very exciting stuff. So what he's talking about is our combination of utilizing our LiveCast product, which allows for attendees that maybe were not able to join to the happening. It might have been from an illness or age or budgetary or schedule or whatever it is. But through the drone, we can offer a LiveCast Vantage so that those people that maybe couldn't attend the event can see the event, not only from on the ground, but up in this bird's eye view, giving them a total exposure of what's happening and an ability to connect.
That's very important, very important.
Fantastic. Well, and I think the connection is ultimately what all this is about. This is all about the tool to communicate to a greater audience.
Exactly.
And I really appreciate your help that you've done with us. You've done great work here, and I think there's a bright future with drone. And I want to thank you for all the work that you've done here.
Well, thank you. We're here for you, sir.
All right, Ty. Well, it's a pleasure. Thanks so much. Drone, it's really the future, and it's certainly embraced here at Knoll.Events. Please check out our site to see all the options that can be done from drone, from the initial site visit that you can just view while you're coming onto our site, all the way to the capturing of your significant moment. Drones, there's a bright future ahead, and we look forward to it here at Knoll.Events. Thank you for joining us.